Welcome back to Von Blues Boxing. What's going on with everybody, man? So I wanted to give my predictions for the Gervonta Tank Davis versus Issac Cruz WBA World Lightweight title that's on the line now. And we also got on the card, we got Sebastian, then Tower Inferno, Fundora taking on Sergio Garcia out of Spain. We know about Sebastian Fundora, freak of nature at the 154 division. He's 6'6", just, you never see nobody that height fighting that, that tall in this weight class. And then you also got the return of Sergey Devryanchenko versus Carlos Adamans. So let me get through my predictions for the card real quick. So Sergey Devryanchenko, we know about Sergey Devryanchenko. He's been in the middleweight division for a while, fought Danny Jacobs, fought Triple G, fought Jamal Charlo, lost to the guys, but always made a good counter styles. Danny Jacobs fight was close, and the Triple G fight, you could have gave it to Devryanchenko that night. So Devryanchenko's no slouch in the middleweight division. Not too many fights as a professional, but always made a good account of himself. He's taking on Carlos Adamans, the former 154 prospect. Carlos Adamans beat Patrick Day. God rest Patrick Day's soul. He fought against Patrick Teixeira at 154 pounds in a fight that I thought he was going to win, but he ended up losing to Patrick Teixeira. This guy outworked, and Patrick Teixeira just really, took the fight to him. So in this fight, honestly, I'm just going to get straight to it. I think that Sergey Devryanchenko is going to win this fight, but I don't know. It's one of them. It's like, I see Devryanchenko winning a decision in this fight, but we don't know how much Devryanchenko's got left in him. He's been in some tough fights, and we just don't know how much he got left. But I do think he got enough to beat Carlos Adamans. Carlos Adamans, this is his first time at 160 pounds. He's fought, well, his last fight was 160 pounds. He's fought 154 and even at welterweight throughout his career. So I don't know how he's going to take to this against a top 160 pounder, top 10 160 pounder, but I expect Sergey Devryanchenko to get a decision. Devryanchenko is just very experienced. If he's still got some things left in the tank, he should win this fight. Just very experienced, fought high-level competition throughout his career. I expect him to get it done. And then in the co-main event, we got Sebastian Fundora versus Sergio Garcia. Now, Sebastian Fundora, he's just a freak of nature. I mean, the man is just, 6'6". I don't know how you train for that as a 154 pounder. You're not going to find too many guys at 6'6" that's at 160, 175 pounds to spar with. Most of those guys are going to be heavyweights, and you really can't really spar with a heavyweight that's 6'6" and 2-something plus, and you're 154 pounds at 5'11", 6 feet, trying to fight that. Like, I don't know how you really train for a dude like that. Fundora is just, he's a freak of nature, man. He's just been, he beat Jorge Cota. Cota's kind of the dude you fight to see where you really at in 154 pound, and stopped him. He beat Nathan Gallimore, who never had been stopped until Fundora stopped him. Fundora's just pressure. He gets in your face, and he brings the heat, and he just goes for it. And I expect him to do the same thing against Sergio Garcia. Sergio Garcia's got some boxing skills, but I just think Fundora's going to be too much for him. So I expect Fundora to get him out of there in the 8th round, KO or TKO. It's just, Fundora's a tough challenge for any 154 pounder in the division. So I'm going to get to the main event. We got the return of Gervonta Tank Davis. He's taking on Issac Cruz. He was supposed to take on Rolly Romero, but Rolly Romero got some things going on that he's got to take care of. So they took him off the card, and they put on, I think, a more tougher opponent in Issac Cruz. I think Issac Cruz is a tougher opponent. Thing about Issac Cruz is he's 5'4". He's got a 63-inch reach. He's 21-1, 1 loss, 1 draw, 15 KOs. His notable wins is Francisco Vargas and Diego Magdaleno. Issac Cruz is just, he's all out action. He's coming forward. He's bringing the heat. He's undersized height-wise, I would say, for the lightweight division. So he has to come forward. He has to put the pressure on you and get in the inside. He puts his head on his chest, and he lets bombs go. Body, head, he mixes up his combinations really well. It's not, fighting from the outside, that's not his forte, but he knows what he does well, and he does it. And that's just what he does. And I think the key for him in this fight is tightening his punches. Sometimes Issac throws those punches kind of wide, and he can get caught for counters. Another thing is key for him, defensive responsibility. You're fighting a guy like Tank Davis. You got to be on top of your defense. You got to make sure that your defense is on point in this fight, Issac Cruz. If you want to pull this upset and get this W and shock the world, you got to be on your defense, and you just got to be yourself, and defensive responsibility is key, and tighten them punches. Don't be so wide. You can't be wide against Tank. Tank is a sharp puncher. He will catch you if you're a wide puncher. If you're a guy who likes to throw wide shots, he going to make you pay for it. And we know about Tank Davis, 5'6", 135 pounds, 68.5-inch reach. His notable wins: Mario Barrios, Leo Santa Cruz, and Jose Pedraza. Keys to this fight for Tank Davis: patience. Just be patient. Take your time. Don't rush it. Even when you see sometimes the opens, be patient with him. It'll come to you. And another thing, Tank, you're fighting actually someone who's actually shorter than you for the first time, I think, in your career, or close to your career. So establish the jab. Use your jab. You have a pretty good jab, Tank, and you're going to be able to use it in this fight. Another thing, counter punching. Look for the openings. The openings will be there with Issac Cruz. Just be patient. Be on top of your game. Learn from Teofimo Lopez last weekend. Don't underestimate your opponent. Be focused. Don't underestimate this guy, Issac Cruz, because he's a dangerous dude. And if you sleep on him, he can pull up, he can get you, and he'll catch you with something big and put you in trouble. The man can punch. And another key for Tank, box, Tank. Just box. Take your time. It'll come to you. So with that being said, I'm going with Tank Davis, 7-round TKO. I just think that Tank is an intelligent fighter. He's patient. He's very even kill. He doesn't get overly emotional when it comes to these boxing matches and things of that nature. He's pretty focused. I'm seeing that Tank is very more focused on his career now. He's, in good shape, training all the time. Tank is, I think, turned the corner. And I think Tank understands the importance of being at the level he is, and the opportunity that he has, and the responsibility that he has to, be the certain type of fighter that he is. Because, sky's the limit for Tank. But my thing is, after this fight against Issac Cruz, I want to see Tank with one of the best 135ers in the planet. Issac's one of the top 15. You maybe can squeeze him in the top 10, top 15, squeeze him in the top 10 lightweights in the world. But I want to see Tank with one of the big names, Vasily Lomachenko, the winner of Devin Haney and Jojo Diaz, possibly George Kambosos, but I don't think that's going to happen. But somebody of that Nate, Vasily Lomachenko, even Ryan Garcia, I would like to see him fight. Just someone that's going to get some of the naysayers off his back, and somebody they're going to be like, damn, okay, Tank beat this dude. Damn, okay, Tank for real. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see him pursue, because Tank having a guy like Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellaby in your corner, you can make these fights happen if they want to. I just feel like Leonard and Floyd, it's time. Let that man go take that challenge. Tank is focused now, and he has the skill set to beat any 135-pounder. He can lose to any of these top five, the top guys, top five, top three guys, top four guys in the lightweight division. He can lose too, but he has the skill set to do it. Leonard Ellaby, Floyd, give that young man the opportunity. It's time to take him to that next level. If you want him to be a pay-per-view superstar, he's got to beat guys that's pay-per-view superstarish. Not saying they're pay-per-view stars, but guys like Vasily Lomachenko, the Devin Haney winner, and Jojo Diaz, or possibly George Kambosos Jr. fight. Beat one of those guys of that note. Shit, even Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? Even though Teofimo got a loss, he's still a high-level, high-quality guy. You know what I'm saying? Those type of fighters, he needs that in his career. And I just think it's just time. They got to go let that man off. They got to get that man an opportunity. It's time to let him go. Let him do it, Floyd. Can't be no more fights like this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking Issac Cruz, but I'm ready to see him go against one of those guys and really test himself to that limit. So, yeah, that's my thoughts and predictions on this fight. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Check it out. It's on Sunday. I think December 5th? Yeah, December 5th on Sunday, on Showtime pay-per-view. Check the fight out, man. It's going to be, and it's a pretty good card, some good fights. So don't miss it, man. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Von Blues Boxing. I'm out.